Will not come to order. As you've heard me say many times, these subcommittees are not bipartisan, they are nonpartisan. And I'm very proud of my Democrat colleagues and also my Republican colleagues to adhering to that. There is no room for that in this committee, and it will not be tolerated, and it will not be tolerated, and it will not be tolerated. Today, we've come together once again to look out for the interests of our veterans. Our veterans fought hard for this country, and we owe it to them to fight hard for their interests here in Congress. Today, our subcommittees come together to once again examine how we can work with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs to improve the lives of veterans through the digital GI Bill. The digital GI Bill is intended to streamline GI Bill claims processing by consolidating antiquated legacy IT systems and automating adjudication of most claims. Some of these systems are over 30 years old and must be modernized. Since our last hearing in July 2022, VA has accomplished quite a bit. There have been 5 releases of the software. More than half of the supplemental claims are now automated, and the enrollment manager system is now up and running. This is good news and shows a tremendous amount of progress. However, the digital GI Bill system that is being developed by VA and Accenture is partly the result of past IT failures. Other companies have attempted to modernize. The systems have failed, and the VA has wasted millions of dollars. The VA has wasted millions of dollars. The VA has wasted millions of dollars. We're here to ensure that this does not happen again. In March, I received a call from the Secretary about the digital GI Bill failing to process veterans' monthly housing allowance. The benefits delivery network initially failed to pay approximately 282,000 student veterans. And while these issues were resolved nearly immediately, there are still 4,000 veterans that received late checks due to this mistake. This problem is reminiscent of 2018, when a similar failure resulted in thousands of students waiting weeks and months in some cases for their claim to be processed, which led to significant delays in students receiving their monthly housing allowance. Time and time again, student veterans are being left in limbo because of the VA's failures. Student veterans are being left in limbo because of the VA's failures, and that is completely unacceptable. Also in March, the new enrollment manager system went live. VA had insisted the launch in January at the beginning of the spring semester, despite an outpouring of concern from the schools about the problems that this would cause. That means you people are not listening. That means you people are not listening. The subcommittee was eventually able to persuade the VA to listen to the boots on the ground and push the go-live back, set off the demo, effect delays in the development of the system that no one has ever adequately explained. So I'm going to say this again: you are not listening. So you're trying to run things from Washington, D.C., and you're just not listening. And that's no way to run a railroad, and we're stopping that today. It's my understanding that the next digital GI Bill release has been installed for several months as VA takes a step back to reevaluate the schedule and revise the cost estimates because the enrollment manager release, jobs program. That's what you're running. We must get a handle on these delays, motivate you. It's not the VA, it's you, to keep this project on track. And up to this point, it's been like pulling teeth to figure out how much money has been spent. I think we got this, last night? You guys knew this hearing was coming a long time ago. We got this sheet last night. Okay, no, junk. We need to figure out how much this is costing in a timely manner so we can make the appropriate decisions. And no one can tell us when the project's going to be final. That, again, is unacceptable. Can't even get an answer when you're going to do the next release. So we're here today to get these questions answered, and I want them answered. I don't want I'm going to get back to you later, and then we're going to send you a note, and my people will call you. I want the answers today, and if you're not willing or able to answer them, then you're incompetent. So I don't want to come to having to subpoena you, but we are in the majority, and I will do so because you are not serving our veterans appropriately for some reason, and I want to know what that reason is today. As I said, we have a fantastic relationship together on this committee in a non-partisan manner. And Today, we are going to vote at 13:30. That's 1:30 for you civilians. And so we may have to briefly recess, but if you think we're not pushing this today, you are wrong.